What's up, everybody? I'm Jamie Thompson here with Reloop at Full Compass, and I just wanted to show you the flagship controller here, the MIXON 4. Basically, this is a multi-platform support controller. It works with iOS, Android, Mac, and PC. It's built around Serato DJ. It is also Serato DJ enabled, so you do get the full version of Serato right out of the box. All you have to do is plug it in, and it'll register for you, and you're good to go. It's also built around the Algoriddim's DJ Pro, which is all on your iOS devices here. We do have mapping for Tractor and Virtual DJ Online. So basically, whatever you want to use this with on whatever system is going to work for you. So what I want to do today is just kind of give you a rundown here of what we really have going on with the MIXON and what you can do with it. So first off, it is a 4-channel mixer here. So we got at the very top, we've got our gain staging. Then we have our 3-band EQ, down to our filter section, which I'll go over here in just a bit, into our track selection encoder here. So all I have to do is spin the dial and we get into our music on our iPad. Now, everything is pre-mapped for you. This is Serato pre-mapped, also Algoriddim DJ pre-mapped, so it is plug and play. Now, everything I show you is done on the iPad here today with Algoriddim's DJ, but it does actually all of the same settings work in Serato. So all of the same features will translate over to Serato. Now with Algoriddim's DJ, one of the great features about this is right out of the box, you do have the ability to stream Spotify into all 4 channels and remix that way. So you have access to 20 million songs right off the bat. You can switch this. We do have access to our iTunes library. Any playlist that you have in iTunes will correspond here along with your track selection, or we can switch this to your Spotify account. Now, any playlist that you may have inside of Spotify will show up on the side here along with your tracks, but we also have a browser with genres on the side. We have a top charts inside of Spotify that you can mix from, and then we have a match tracks feature, which will actually give you the key, BPM, and then a lot of options to go into in that same genre that's close to that key and tempo. So just want to play some tracks for you and go through what we've got here. So all I have to do is scroll through and I can just load onto any track using the load function here. And as you can see, it brings in the song. Any cue points that you may have saved will show up inside of your on your controller here. So if you save any cue points in Spotify, they will be able to pop up again when you go to play again. Now that we've just pulled up a track here, any cue point that I may have saved on this song inside of Spotify already will pop up on the MIXON 4. These are extra large pads, 30mm touch sensitive pads. They're great for your cue points and your sampler. You can do a lot of drum grooves, you can play your own drums on it, and they feel really good. We've got extra large jog wheels on the side. These are also touch sensitive with LED feedback, so as you scroll through, you can actually see where you're at in the song here. So I'm going to come back to our filter section here. This is something that's special with the MIXON. Not only do we have a high-pass filter and low-pass filter, but you can also map this out to the delay time in your effects section. So if I go ahead and play a song, I can filter up or filter down just using this knob here. Now, apart from just using the filter, all I have to do to enable the effects is click this button. Great. As far as our pads here, there's a lot that you can do on these pads. I just kind of want to go through the different options that you have inside of Algoriddim's DJ Pro here. So the first button I have here is our hot cue. So it's very easy to go to any part in the song. So as long as I just set a point in the song, I can skip back to that at any time by hitting the button. Now to set this, all you have to do is hit the pad during that point and it'll automatically set for you. very quick and easy to set cue points and access those. The next thing we have is if we click the hot cue twice, it goes into preset effects that are just one button effects. So all I have to do is hit the button and it'll create the effect for you. The next thing I have is our loop roll. So what this will do is just take a certain point, part of the song, loop it around, and then as soon as you let go, it'll continue on to where that song left off. So it's very easy to do little remix options with the loop roll here, and I'll show you that now. Quite a bit you can do. The next thing I have is our sampler. And with the extra large touch sensitive drum pads here, it's really nice to be able to play your own drum grooves or load your own samples into replay one shots. The next thing I have is the pitch play option with the MIXON 4. The idea behind this is we can take any cue point and we can pitch it up or pitch it down as we see fit in key. So if I just hit a pad here, as I go up, it will pitch the cue point up. And then using the parameters, I can move this point wherever I want on the pads. So that makes for a lot of really cool remix options along with the sampler here. So quite a bit you can do there. So the next feature we have on our pad section here is our slicer. The cool thing about the slicer is we can go to any point in the song as it's playing without having to set cue points first. And I'll show you that now. The next thing I have is our slicer loop. And basically this will be the same thing as our slicer, but it just loops continuously on that certain point. So quite a bit you can do in the pad section here. Now I want to move along to the side here and kind of go over our looper. We have a beat sync and we have pitch correction built into the MIXON. So what I'm going to do here is load in 2 tracks. And these 2 songs are not in the same key and they're not in the same tempo. As you can see on the pad, we have our key at the top here, and then we have our beat down here. So if I play these 2 songs back and forth, they're not in the same key and they're not in the same tempo. So it doesn't sound great going back and forth there. All I have to do is go over to my sync tempo here, and it will flip my tempo to match my other track. And then I have our key sync button here. And now I've just matched up both the key and the tempo to these 2 songs. So very quick and easy to start remixing 2 tracks back and forth. Now, our looping section over here is very easy to use also. We have an LED feedback option here. So as I scroll up, I can go anywhere between 32 bars that I can loop, and that's as simple as just clicking the auto loop feature. And as I scroll down, I can get down to 16, 8 bars, 4, 2, 1, and then as it starts flashing, I'm in half note, quarter note, eighth note, and so on. Now, once you enable the auto loop feature, you can move this around and jump between 8-bar loops, 4-bar loops as it's playing. It's a very quick and easy way to access your loops here. To learn more about Reloop's MIXON 4, go to fullcompass.com or contact your Full Compass sales pro.